So I'm sorry. It's new school term time. I couldn't even say it. It's that upsetting. I apologise for talking about the dreaded subject, but talking about it or not talking about it, it's going to happen. And I wanted to share some things that will make it a bit less painful when it does today. Firstly, if you're anything like the majority of the human race, through the school holidays, when you don't have to get up at the crack of dawn to get on the bus to go to school, you probably sleep in a little bit later, which means you stay up a little bit later and do the delayed joy. It's going to mean when your alarm clock goes off and you go back to school that it's going to be quite painful, and maybe that first week you'll feel like a zombie. We can avoid that if you spend some time before the start of term adjusting your sleep schedule bit at a time. Just bulk up with extra sleep, get like an hour extra a day, and or move your sleep schedule back 30 minutes a day until it's where it needs to be. The alternative is that you just go the first day, you have a sledgehammer to get you out of bed, and the rest of that week you spend feeling exhausted. It's a tactic. It's not much fun. What else you need to do is make sure that you remember where your school uniform is and your PE kit if you need one of those. Where has it gone? Make sure it's been through the wash and hung up and is ready for you to wear when you go back to school. The stress of trying to find things at the last minute is totally unnecessary. Go and dig it out from wherever it is. Make sure it doesn't need a wash. Make sure it doesn't need an iron. Put it up on a hanger so it continues to not need an iron, and it'll be ready for you when you need to go back to school. And then finally, your bag. So if you don't already have a nice bag that you can put on both shoulders, I recommend going and getting one of them. I genuinely ended up with a curved spine when I was at secondary school. It was this way, actually. Because I always used to put my bag on the shoulder, and it would be absolutely loaded with books. It can be like 10, 20 kilos when your school bag's fully loaded, and I'm carrying all of that on one shoulder. Bodies aren't designed to do that. It's all designed to be symmetrical, so genuinely getting tilt that took several years to recover after school. So I really don't recommend that. I recommend having a bag on both shoulders, which because the younger generation are more sensible than mine, seems to have become cool now. So no problem. And then make sure that you have a calculator that works. Casio ones are really good. A scientific calculator, so you can do your trigonometry on there. And make sure that you've got one of those in your bag. A water bottle is a very good thing to have, but check that you've got one that doesn't leak so that you can put it in your school bag and not ruin your books. Mechanical pencils, always a good one to have in there. Then you've got your eraser in there, you don't need a sharpener. Brilliant. Yeah, your math set. So your set square and your compass and your protractor, well worth getting one of those. The Helix Oxford set is always a good hit, but anyone that's got those things in it, you can get them from the supermarket. And highlighters and index cards are always useful for revision. So if you're heading into an exam year, getting yourself some of those is going to make sure that you stay organised from the beginning. Filling all that stuff up in your pencil case. Preparing for exams, you need to have clear pencil cases. So if you're getting a new pencil case, you might as well get a clear one, and then you can take it into the exams with you all of the time. Otherwise, it's just a case of making sure that you know which day you're actually supposed to go back to school. Because when term starts, there's usually a couple of inset days for the teachers to do their training and things on. So do make sure that you know what day you actually do to go back to school. Sorry, get organised now, and it'll be less painful when you have to do it.